Yes, well, I'm just not pleased about it, Stinky. No, I'm not happy about it at all. It was very rude. Oh, it's the Poppets. Hello, my little Poppets, and welcome to story time. Well, you just caught me in the middle of having a rather stern talk with Stinky, I'm afraid. No, I said it's no good hiding. Stinky's in a bit of trouble, my little Poppets. We had a visit this morning from my Uncle Clutterpants, and because it's almost Halloween, he came over with a bag full of sweets for Stinky. And I said to Stinky that he could have the treats, but he couldn't have them all at once. You know, it's good to sort of have one or two and then put the rest aside for another day. And when Uncle Clutterpants said to Stinky, which one would you like, Stinky? He said, whatever. Stinky, that's so rude, dear. No, we've had to have a few chats about manners, and I don't like that. That was very, very rude. So I'm very, very cross with Stinky. That's not something that you say at all. And he's been coming home and saying some funny things lately. I don't know what's going on at that Kinder, Stinky. Some of those children that you're playing with, dear, but they need a lesson or two in manners, I think. Yes, I think they do. Well, you get comfy, and I think we'll talk about that a little bit later on, all right? Oh, yes, I'm not sure when you pull that face, I have to say. Well, whatever. Can you believe that, my little Poppets? Whatever. Well, I suppose, my dear Poppets, you've checked out the story time cake. We've got a fellow here in a wonderful hat, and we've got a little boy on the front there. And today's story, with another similar chap on the front, is called Whatever by William B. Look at that, whatever. Whatever. Perhaps he's a friend of Stinky's, I'm not sure. Whatever. Oh, what a thing to say. And here we go, my little Poppets. This is Billy. Well, this is Billy, so it says. There's Billy there, on the front there. He does look very smart. I like his jumper. It's all stripy. And this is Billy's dad. There's Billy's dad with a lovely hat on. And he's saying good afternoon by the look of it, tipping his hat. He also looks very, very smart. Billy can be very difficult to please, can he? He can be very difficult to please. And there's Dad there with Billy, and it looks like that there's some soldiers and some other bits and pieces going on that page. What have we got? We've got soldiers, and we've got a soldier on a horse, and it looks like Billy's dad has some puppets, some hand puppets there. Show him something very tall. Oh, show him something very tall. There's a giraffe there. It's a very tall giraffe, I have to say. Look at that. I wonder if Billy likes the giraffe. And the giraffe has taken Dad's hat by the look of it. And he'll say, oh, whatever. He says whatever. Oh, he must be a friend of Stinky's. And there he is there. Dad has just shown Billy a very tall giraffe, and he said, whatever. Look at that. Well, he's not impressed at all. Perhaps that's why the giraffe is going to eat Billy's hat. He's going to munch on the hat. Show him something very small, and he'll say, whatever. Again with the whatever. And there he is, not looking very impressed at all. He's looking at butterflies, I do believe. And I do like butterflies. They're very, very pretty. There's a butterfly house at the zoo. And that's quite a treat when you go in there, because they're flitting about everywhere, and sometimes they land on you, and it's quite wonderful. Play him a tune on the world's curliest trumpet, and he'll say, what do you think he'll say, my little Poppets? Whatever! That's right, whatever. That's what he said, whatever. And there he is again, saying whatever. Dear, oh dear, nothing seems to impress this Billy. I think I'd be impressed if I saw the world's curliest trumpet. Bounce him off the world's bounciest castle, and he'll say, whatever. Well, the castle has not done the trick either. He's not impressed with that. I do love a good jumping castle, I have to say. It's wonderful. Although it does get a little bit tricky with Stinky on a jumping castle, because he doesn't want to hop off. He could bounce and bounce all day long. Take him for a ride on the world's steamiest train, and he'll say, whatever, again with the whatevers. And there he is there. poor old dad. He's trying everything to impress Billy, and it's not working. Fly him to the edge of outer space and he'll say, what do you think he'll say, my little poppets? What's that? Whatever! Yes, you got it. Whatever. That's exactly what he said. Whatever. Dear, oh dear. Well, I think Billy could do with a lesson in some manners, I have to say. And when you try and scare him with the world's hungriest tiger, he'll say, oh dear, I hate to think. What's he going to say? I have a feeling that I just might know. And he doesn't look very happy, that tiger. Whatever, of course that's what he was going to say. Whatever. Even the tiger doesn't impress Billy. Whatever, he said. Dear, oh dear. Oh, and he's munching up Billy. Look at that. Now the tiger has Billy in his mouth. And where's Dad, I'd like to know? Oh dear, just a little shoe left. And there's the tiger running away. Look at that. With poor Billy inside. Dad, I'm still in here, you know. And he's still shouting from inside the tiger's belly. Look at that. Still shouting away. Whatever, says Billy's dad. Whatever. And there's Dad there, and now he's saying whatever. Oh, how peculiar. The end. And that was called Whatever by William B. Well, an interesting one, I have to say, and I did enjoy that. It's good to read different books, and that was called Whatever. Well, I don't know about the outcome of that book. I don't think, well, Billy really learnt a lesson. He ended up supper for that for that tiger, and he's shouting whatever from inside its stomach. Now, Stinky, I hope that you're going to behave yourself. Did you enjoy that book, dear? You don't care. What do you mean you don't care? You weren't in the mood for a story. Well, oh, I'm very cross with you. That's not what I wanted to hear at all. Well, I certainly enjoyed it. And Stinky, if you want Uncle Clutterpants to come here and visit again, you can't say that to him, dear, all right? Because it's just very, very rude. What's that? You want to go to bed? Yes, well, perhaps you should go to bed. You're in a rather funny mood. And if you want to go trick-or-treating tomorrow, you're going to have to behave yourself. Well, my little poplets, I hope you enjoyed that story, Whatever. Perhaps you could read a whatever book, or perhaps make a cake with Billy and his dad on top. And once again, I hope that you all have a very spooky and delicious Halloween. Our Halloween is tomorrow, so we're going to have lots of fun. And as always, take care, and until next time, bye!